Hey guys, it's Alaina from The Organized Money and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina and I do life and money organization videos. So that's videos that help you get your life organized so that you can build wealth. Today's video is going to be a budget with me. That's why I have out my Kate Spade and also my Happy Planner. If you haven't seen this video before, I basically use my Kate Spade as a wallet mini planner. In the mini planner, I actually just keep just things that's kind of coming up. I use it like as my on-the-go planner. Either if I don't have this one on me, because I keep this one in my purse and I keep this one in my laptop bag. So if I'm just walking around with my purse, I might just have this one on me and I might need to jot something down, so I'll do that. Or if I'm keeping track of my expenses and my upcoming budgets, I also keep it in here. So I have my cash envelopes in the front. If you haven't seen these before, I will link them in the description box below so that you can see how I've set them up. I did change how many I have in here because currently I only have eating out, the kids, and miscellaneous, because the other categories I have switched up my system and actually keep that money in my account, and I'll just swipe my card and transfer as needed. So I did cut some expense tracker sheets so they could actually fit in this mini planner. And that's just so throughout the week I can keep track of how much money I'm spending and I know where I am. So I have this out because I am going to be using this for my weekly budget. I kind of jotted down already what I had to pay for this upcoming week and my sinking fund categories, along with the amount that I need to save each week, because I told y'all in my sinking funds video that a lot of times I would get discouraged because I didn't have the amount to actually set aside for sinking funds, and I was getting so frustrated. But I just decided that I would do envelopes in my main planner, and I'll show them to you, that that even if I can't save $200 a check, I will try and save something. I am still doing regular savings and sinking funds, and I'm paying off debt, so I do have a lot going on. So I definitely understand that it's not going to be perfect every single time. It's just, you know, I like to know that I have some progress going on. So this is going to be my expenses for this upcoming week. Last week I was out of town, so I ended up not really doing a budget, mainly because when I was out of town, it was like all business expenses. And so all the money that I would have normally spent during my budget at home, I didn't, because I wasn't home. So it kind of worked out that all I had to pay was like regular bills, and I didn't really have any additional expenses. So I kind of ended up skipping the week. So this is my budget section. It's under the home section. So you can see I have a tab up here that says home. And when you flip to it, on the side, I have my budget section. Let me see if I can zoom y'all out. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so in my budget section, this is my sinking funds envelope. I will just keep some cash in here until I have like $200, and then I'll deposit it. That's kind of just how it goes, because, you know, like I said, I may not be able to do 200 out of every single check, but sometimes throughout the week things will happen and I'm able to save a little bit of extra money that I was not expecting to save. So I'll keep it here, and then when I hit 200, I will go and put it in the bank and deposit it into my sinking fund account. So that has been working for me. Like right now I have about $70 in here, and that's money that I was not expecting to get, but it just kind of happened to work out where someone either paid for my lunch or somebody did something for me and I was able to save a little bit of money. So that's the first there. And then these are my quotes page to keep me encouraged, my financial plan, my savings, which I kind of review all of this at the end of every month, but I just kind of keep it in here. And then October, I did plan with me's on all of these. And this month, like I said, I did not plan at all, so we're gonna skip it. And now this week we're looking at the 22nd through the 28th. I do have a couple of expenses here, so I'm keeping track of them here, and I'm going to add them on a half sheet like I did before, on the half sheet, and then put my categories at the top like I normally do. So I do have some books over here. Let's see, I have watercolor, budget, colorful boxes, color story, and the new colorful boxes. Not really sure what I'm going to use. It's not really usually a theme. Sometimes it ends up being like a color, but not really sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna just put some stickers down in the categories that I need, and then I'll come back before I actually write down everything that I'm gonna put. All right, let's get started. Okay, so all of the stickers are down, and I'm kind of changed it up a little bit from the last time I did this. I had income, savings, bills, and expenses. Usually that's how I set it up, and income and savings are all a part of one box. But this week I'm gonna do income, bills, and savings, or income, savings, and bills. And then that way I'm going to keep all of my expenses in my mini and on this sheet. And then after I finish, I'm probably just going to pull it out and add it into this week in case I need to know exactly what happened in a particular week on the expense side. Usually that happens because I end up running out of room at the bottom here, and it kind of throws me off track, or I'll have to put an expense on a different day. So I didn't want to do that. So I ended up, I'm gonna just use this and add it in here. This, on this side, this half sheet, I'm going to add my budget for the week. So this will be the weekly budget, and on the flip side will be the budget review when I do the review. I really like how all the stickers look laid down. I used Color Story, and I believe that was about it. Oh, I used, this one is from the budget sticker book, but everything else is from this one sticker book. I pulled out all of these. I think I pulled out 4 sticker books and only used that one. It's just because I love these stickers with the girls. I think they look so fun. So that's what I decided to use. So now I'm going to go in with my pen. I'm going to add in my expenses for the week. I'm going to add them here. And then jot down anything else that I know that's coming up this particular week. Okay, so all of the numbers are down. Let me give you a brief overview of what I've done. On this side is my weekly budget. So I've added my income here and then all of the expenses, which add up to the 2,200. Just to run down the expenses, I have my tithe of 220, mortgage, then the cash envelopes. Like I said, I've broken down my cash envelopes to only include these three categories, which are miscellaneous, kids, and I keep it an eating out kind of one, but my eating out is actually split because sometimes I'll only have my card on me, sometimes I'll have cash on me, and I'll just run back and forth to the bank depending on what's going on that week. Usually when we do our meal planning for the week, I kind of have a better idea of what I'll need, either cash or keep it in the account. So that's cash envelopes. Then I have my Entergy bill, which is our lights for the home. My husband got a parking ticket, so we'll have to cover that this week. And then I back into my savings number for this week, only because I am trying to replenish my sinking funds because I ended up having to get my car repaired. And well, it was just oil change and things like that, but it ended up being like $500 to get everything fixed on the car. So I am replenishing back sinking funds. So that's 100. Food, I have 100, which is like groceries, and then eating out is 100. Gas is $80, $40 for each car. Cox Communications, which is our internet, is $116. Financial education, which is like a part of our life insurance, is $87. And partner, which is the partner program, I've spoken about it briefly, but I am going to do a full video talking about how, you know, if you have some really trusted friends and family, how you can get together and save money or pay off debt faster. And so that totals up to the 2,200. You see income and expenses equals 0. I do have a second source of income from my shop. I just don't know exactly how much it's going to be yet because today is the last working day, and then the deposit hits tomorrow. As I pay different things and as different things happen throughout the week, I will mark them down here. The only thing I know absolutely for sure is not going to change is the mortgage, so I've already added. But if I need to switch anything or move anything around, this is kind of where I'll do it. And then when I do my weekly review, it will be back here. So that is it for this budget with me. Oh, and I also added next week's preliminary expenses on the side here so that I can kind of keep track of what's coming up for the next week and kind of get my mind prepared. And I also added my savings balance is here. This is the beginning balance at the beginning of the week, just to kind of see where I am in the apps that I use. This is separate and apart from my emergency fund. I do have an emergency fund that I keep in the account, but I also use apps just to see how much change I can save throughout the course of the year. So I started these in January. Well, I started Acorns in January. Stash and Capital, I started maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. But currently Acorns has about 1,700 in there. Stash has 142. Capital has 238. So it's about 2,000 across all of the apps. This money, I really don't exactly know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna transfer it toward the end of the year and probably pay off a credit card because we're really big on paying off stuff right now, and I don't have that in my expenses for this week, but I usually will add it in once I know the additional income that we have. I'll try and put something on there. And this system has been working for us because we've been able to pay off about $3,000 so far with credit cards. We have one credit card left. And so anytime I get any additional income, I will split it. I usually pay tithe, and then I'll split it and put some in my sinking funds and then put the other half in toward paying off debt. So that is the spiel of where we are right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.